to my channel. Let me introduce myself. I am the Closeted Agnostic. To begin, I shall describe where I came from, what I was taught, and then what I believe and how I came to believe it. I was born a Messianic Jew. Messianic Jews are Jews and Jewish converts, which they call Gentiles, who believe that Yeshua HaMashiach, who is also known in the West as Jesus Christ, was the Jewish Messiah and the Son of God. They are basically a hybrid between Christians and Jews. My parents then moved us to a non-denominational, charismatic, evangelical Christian church, which is quite a mouthful. And currently my family is in part going to that non-denominational church and part to an Anglican church. So I was raised with an understanding of the Old Testament that most Christians do not have these days. And I was also raised in a typical evangelical Christian way, believing that the Bible is the inerrant Word of God. Let me put it this way. My parents think Ken Ham is a legitimate scientist, and is right in everything he says about the Earth being 6,000 years old, and how evolution didn't really happen, and about these mythical kinds of apologetic lore. Currently, I'm an agnostic. I believe there is just as much a chance that there is a God as the universe being a singularity. However, I do not believe any religion holds the answer to what this God is, or what he wants. In fact, religion is nothing more than a human invention to control people and ensure loyalty to the state. You can observe this throughout history, all the way back to the Mesopotamian kings such as Hammurabi, who wrote in his legendary law code that it was the king of the gods who gave him the right to pass judgment on his citizens. This is how religion has behaved throughout time. It was studying history and science that made me rethink religion. Then it was rereading the actual book many times and mulling over the question of morality. Is it truly moral to stone someone to death? Or to marry a rape victim to her rapist? Is it moral to keep and sell slaves, or to sell your children as slaves? How could I say these things were moral? Is having sex before marriage really such a crime, so egregious, that those who would dare, or perhaps just couldn't control themselves, should be slowly tortured to death under 1,000 falling stones? Is a son rebelling against his father, trying to assert himself as an individual or reacting to the increase of hormones in his body, worthy of death simply because God said so? Well, that's what they say morals are. I was heavily influenced by watching YouTube. A few channels that I started with would be The Armored Skeptic, The Bible Reloaded, and Logic. But the real catalyst was Christopher Hitchens, who took no prisoners and left no shot wasted. He phrased things in such a way that made me think hard. He pushed you back onto your beliefs and made you look at them from a different way. I searched these people out based upon the questions I had already raised from my own studies. I needed to see the other side because, as Christians often say, the truth will set you free. But now I cannot say what I believe openly. To do so would be to jeopardize my income, my living arrangements, and the support my family and close friends give me. I am already a black sheep among my family. There is no need to let myself be blacklisted. But I need somewhere to vent, somewhere to put these ideas and theories, and that is this channel. I hope you consider subscribing. And if you are in a similar situation, let me say this. Stay strong, stay vigilant. The time will come.